welcome you to Hardburger Park, specifically welcome to the District 9 half of Hardburger Park. We welcome you to this budget presentation, or budget day, where we get to learn about the $2.5 billion budget for City of San Antonio fiscal year 16. And I'd like to also welcome my partner in crime, the actual home district representative who represents this area, Joe Cryer. So Joe, come on up.
Thank you, Ron. I promised Councilman Nurnberg that I'd get up after him and go shooby-dooby-doo, which I intend to do. Thank you all for being here, and as Ron reminded me, we've got a lot of really great city staff out here. One of the things I've learned to be very proud of is the caliber of city staff we have. And as Ron just reminded me, city staff get to vote too, and they also get to live in council members' districts. So for those of you that live in Ron's and my district, thank you. Go by each of these areas, learn what our departments do, tell us what you think. If you think they deserve more money, tell them that. If you think they don't deserve any money, please tell them that too. They may not like hearing it, but they need to hear it, and we all need to hear it. So thank you for coming, and in closing, let me recognize one of the best city staff guys we have, the guy that keeps our finances straight, and that's Ben Roselle, the city's chief financial officer. So Ben, thank you for what you and your team do.
Thank you, Councilman. Good evening to everybody, and thank you for again coming out to this great venue. We look forward to getting your feedback and your thoughts on our fiscal year 2016 budget. I want to thank all the city staff, department heads, representatives that are here today, including those that helped put the open house together. A lot of work goes into putting all this together. If you've done this in the past, a little bit different format, we are looking for more of an open house. We're looking for more of a dialogue, so we've got all these tables set up with all these department heads representing all the major departments of the city. Please stop by, visit with them, give them your feedback, tell them what we're doing great, tell them what we're not doing so great. We certainly want your feedback. If there are people that you know that couldn't make it out tonight, we have one more public hearing on September 2nd at 6 p.m. downtown in the Municipal Plaza in the City Council Chamber. So there's one more opportunity for folks to come in and give us their feedback then. And then also, this year we are virtual. So if you know folks that just said, hey, I can't make it down to one of these public hearings or open houses, you can go to saspeakup.com and they can provide their feedback. And again, we're looking for things that you like in the budget, things that you think we're doing well and you want us to focus more on, but also what would you change? What would you do differently? So all those comments are important to us. I encourage you to go around and visit with the staff. These folks love talking about what they do, and certainly are available to answer questions. So thank you again for being here this evening, and with that, we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you.
I'm an AmeriCorps Vista leader serving in the Eastside Promise Zone, developing a Citizen Leadership Academy program, and I'm pleased to be part of a team of 4 other AmeriCorps Vista members. Community engagement, the interaction with residents, neighborhood associations, it's a profoundly interesting and satisfying process, and I'm hoping to make a difference here on the east side of San Antonio. If you love this service or another city service, please let us know. We'd love to hear from you. This is your chance, San Antonio. Speak up.
I am a Blue Card Route Inspector for the City of San Antonio Solid Waste Management Department. I love providing this service because it gives me the opportunity to educate the public on the recycling program. It gives me the opportunity to interact with the customers and teach them the correct way to recycle as far as our San Antonio program and the planet. If you love this service or another city service, please let us know. We'd love to hear your voice. This is your chance, San Antonio. Speak up.
Yes, I'm going to point the microphone at you, okay? Okay? You want to hold it too? You want to hold it too? Okay, well, hang in there. Hang in there. So I have to introduce you, okay? Okay. All right? Ready? Watch that guy. Okay, and you're going to be talking to your neighbors right through that camera because we're live. Okay, and we're live right now, and we're here at a budget open house, and the council people here are Ron Nuremberg and Joe Cryer, and you have the same last name as one of them. What's your name?
Jonah Nuremberg.
And Jonah, tell me, what do you love about San Antonio? That's part of what this is. It says, speak up. What do you love about San Antonio?
Parks.
Parks? Like this park?
Uh-huh.
Do you come to this park often?
Uh-huh.
What else do you love about San Antonio?
Then it has Baskin Robbins.
It has Baskin Robbins too. Yeah. Well, that's pretty important. That's important
Internet.
stuff. And the internet. Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much for telling me what you like about San Antonio.
Welcome.
Okay. Thank you, sir. You shake my hand. Thank you. Okay.
We provide opportunities for the community to volunteer with Parks and Recreation. I love that I get to watch volunteers come out and enjoy the parks and garden, landscape, painting, graffiti abatement. If you love this service or any other city service, please let us know. We would love to hear your voice. This is your chance, San Antonio. Speak up.
Back here? Back up? Oh, that's the center. Okay. Okay. Okay, he's going to do a 3, 2, 1. Okay, and I'm here with Councilman Ron Nuremberg from District 8 in San Antonio. And this is our first experience with a budget open house like this, where people just walk around and walk right up to people and ask them questions.
Yeah, I think it's great. We've used this format with a couple other public meetings before with SA Tomorrow and a Hausman Road project, and I think it gives people a great opportunity to really drill down into some of the issues that they're having directly with city staff. I mean, we have many department directors here, which is a great thing.
Last night, I think somebody from Code Compliance said, I heard a couple of things and our people will be on it tomorrow. So, I mean...
Yeah. Well, that's a testament, like Councilman Cryer said, to the quality of staff that we have. I mean, everyone is listening all the time. We're taking down notes. We want to make sure that when it makes sense and it's feasible to make changes that are requested by the public, we're able to do that. So they've already proven that out in the last several budget sessions.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw from the beginning of the SA Speak Out campaign that people said overwhelmingly they wanted more money spent on streets and sidewalks and drainage, and the council responded.
Some of the most significant improvements in the streets and sidewalks and drainage budgets that we've had in the last decade are occurring this year. So, and that's all direct response to citizens' concerns and what they want to see in the budget.
So, and there's still time.
There is still time. This process of the post-proposed budget hearings is to allow us to really not only get ready for possible amendments, although those are the window is closing at this point. It's also to prepare ourselves for the coming fiscal year. San Antonio balances a 2-year biennium, so we're already preparing for what the budget will do, the budget will be next year. So, getting the information directly from residents at this point is very important for next year's budget.
Well, thank you, and thank you for bringing Jonah on the second day of school.
Thanks, Charlotte.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I provide mobile integrated healthcare. What I love about the mobile integrated healthcare team is it allows me to spend more time with the citizen and really get to know the citizen of San Antonio. In an emergency 911 call, you're there for 20 minutes to an hour, and with our program, we really get to dive in and help them in all aspects of their life. If you love this service or another city service, please let us know. We'd love to hear your voice. This is your chance, San Antonio. Speak up.
Okay, so I'm here with Melody Wosley, who is the director of the San Antonio Department of Human Services. And you're here to talk about something that's really important to people who are on fixed incomes and seniors, and that's about the Utility Assistance Program and how that's going to change this year.
Right, and so our Utility Assistance Program provides assistance to people who are CPS bill payers and also SAWS utility rate payers. What's changing this year about the program is for the CPS Assistance Program, we can give up to $400 a year maximum of assistance to any individual household. Traditionally, or in the past, we've been able to provide $200 at a time up to twice per year. What we're changing this year is we will be able to provide up to the $400 at one visit so that people don't have to make a return visit, and we can pay off any past due bills they might have rather than just paying part of it and then they carry forward that debt. So we'll be able to provide more assistance, have a greater impact on families, and create some efficiencies because we are scheduling less appointments.
Right, and you can make a big difference.
Yes.
Make
Yes.
a big difference all
Very
at once,
important.
as opposed to sort of prolonging.
Right, and people having to take off more time from work or, right.
Okay, so this just applies to CPS?
Yes, that just applies to the CPS program. The SAWS program is up to $150 a year of assistance per household, and the water bills traditionally are not as high as the electric bills, so that's the reason for the difference.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely. But so there is a SAWS assistance program as
Yes,
well.
yes.
And what are the qualifications for that?
So the families must be below 125% of the poverty level, and as an example, a family of 4 earning $22,000 is just hitting the poverty guidelines. So below that for a family of 4, and for a smaller family or a larger family, it would be either proportionally less or more. The other eligibility would be that there's a priority some sort of a priority for services in the household. It could be a young child, it could be someone who's on some type of medical equipment or has a disability, or of course a senior. And so we do offer a little bit of a different service for seniors in that if their bill is smaller, they can get the one-time service per year, but then they can also renew their assistance over the phone instead of coming in for another appointment. And so we provide that service for seniors so that they don't have to get out and come in to do the paperwork too many times.
And that's a terrific service to them overall. I mean, because many seniors, as we know, are also existing on box fans right now because they're trying to keep their bills low.
Right, and so it's very important for us that we keep seniors' electricity on, and that they just don't have to get out as much and make duplicative effort.
Right. Well, thank you. That sounds like a really important improvement for a lot of people.
Yeah, we hope so.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a bunch.
I'm the 311 call center manager for the City of San Antonio's 311 call center. We provide citizens of San Antonio with a gateway to help get information or to actually enter a service request. What I love about providing the service is that we get to touch people's everyday lives hundreds of times a day. We either help them with getting a call for information to where they need to go or actually entering a service request. In addition, I also like the fact that we're able to touch lives outside the city and Ware County. So if you love this service or another city service, please let us know. We'd love to hear your voice. This is your chance, San Antonio. Speak up.
Look at him. Okay. Janet. Hi. And tell us who you are and tell us about your department and what's new in 2016.
My name is Janet Martin, and I'm the Acting Parks and Recreation Department Director. We have so many new things coming online and new in the fiscal year 16. Skate plazas, dog parks, pavilions, walking trails. There's so many amenities that we're going to be putting in place in our parks for all the citizens of San Antonio to enjoy. And we have 245 parks, so that's a lot of amenities. And we encourage people to get out. We believe the power is in parks. It builds strong communities. It brings people together, and we have something for everyone.
You know, I can remember a time when we didn't have any dog parks, but there are a bunch of dog parks right now, including one right here at Hardburger Park.
That is correct. We actually have 2 dog parks here at Hardburger, and we're just now installing another dog park in District 7 at Nanny Falcone, as well as in District 10 at LBJ Park. So we're real excited. Dog parks are very popular, and we see heavily attendance, especially on the weekends.
Mm-hmm. And you said skate park?
Skate parks as well. We're putting a new skate plaza in at Nanny Falcone Skate Park. So skate parks we have something, like I said, for everyone, whether you're very young or all the way to seniors. And we do see seniors skating too.
Well, and also there are paths and trails through all the parks for those of us who really enjoy walking.
We're very fortunate that we have over 150 walking trails throughout the city of San Antonio. We also have the Howard W. Peak Greenway Trail System that connects the Leon, the Medina, and the Salado Creek. We currently have 47 miles of trail open, with another 20 coming online in FY2016. We're going to continue to grow this program. The voters came out in May and approved the sales tax venue program. So we'll have another couple of 100 miles of trail in the future coming online. So we encourage everyone to get active, get out, enjoy the nature, and just really enjoy your parks.
Wow, that's amazing to think that if I walked every mile of the parks, it would be 40 some odd miles now, and another 20 coming on, another 60 miles. That's amazing.
Right. Yes, 47 now. We'll have 20 in FY16. And then we are still in the planning stages right now to plan future walking trails to come online.
Wow, what a great thing. And it's important to understand, I mean, we've had the fitness in the parks, but it's also important to understand that there are a number of health benefits. I mean, there's the walkability.
Most definitely. There's walkability, there's hiking, jogging, and then, as you said, we have fitness in the park where we have free yoga, Zumba, to name everything. We have self-defense classes, and so we encourage people to get out. These classes are free and are located in parks across the city. As well as we have a Fit Pass program. It's a scavenger hunt program where it incentivizes the person to be active. They get points, and at the end of the year, there's prizes such as bikes and Walkmans that they can, get awarded to by participating in our programs.
Wow.
It's all about making that connection, and the connection is what we believe builds a strong community.
Absolutely, and a healthier community.
Most definitely.
And as we were talking about earlier, it also brings other health benefits, including making people happier.
Making people happier, and we have to fight obesity and diabetes, and so we believe that if you just get out for a few minutes each day and visit the numerous parks we have across the city, it will most definitely improve your quality of life.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
No,
I really
thank you. Appreciate it. Go Parks.
Go Parks. Thank you.
We provide citizens in the city of San Antonio an opportunity to become engaged in their neighborhood's health and wellness. We do this by placing one community health worker in each neighborhood. So what I love about providing this service is that we have an opportunity to mobilize neighborhoods in a way that people remember many years ago, where they knew each other and they cared about the health and wellness of their neighbors. And it provides an opportunity for neighbors to speak up and have a voice in the health of their neighborhood. If you love this service or another city service, please let us know. We'd love to hear you. This is your chance, San Antonio. Speak up.
The city service I provide is with the Solid Waste Management Department. I work for the Organics Division. I'm a route supervisor. What I love about providing organics to our residents is that it gives them an opportunity to recycle by throwing away their food scraps and their lawn waste, and then we can reuse that into making compost that can be reused. If you love this service or another city service, please let us know. We'd love to hear your voice. This is your chance, San Antonio. Speak up.
Oh, you do?
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, David. So tell me about your department.
Our department is probably one of the most exciting departments because we get a chance to deliver services right at the curve of the street. We come to you. We're not waiting for you to come to us. We come to you. And of course, Pay As You Throw is our latest model that follows our recycling and resource recovery plan. So that goal for our residents is to get to 60% by the year 2025.
60% of people recycling, right?
Recycling
right.
rate.
Because
So
right now, what percentage? It's like 40?
we're at 31%.
31%.
And with the organics, now that we're doing away with the subscription fee, the $3 fee goes away completely. And it's a part of your regular rate. And that gives us an opportunity to offer the 3-cart services. Folks can give back to nature now. At one time, it was just about recycling, and you didn't get a chance to give back to nature. But now your organics, your grass clippings, your yard waste, tree trimmings, that sort of thing goes inside the green cart. And the green cart and the blue cart will be placed out at the same day. So you'll have a recycling day for recycling materials and giving back to nature. Then you have the other day for your regular trash day. And Pay As You Throw allows residents to choose between 3 different carts. So they'll get a chance to choose a small, medium, and large cart, and that's the brown cart. So if they choose a small, they're going to get a 50-cent reduction on their bill. That's exciting.
Okay, you heard that. You heard that. You can choose
50-cent
something that
reduction.
will lower your
bill. You'll go from $20.93 to $20.43. Your medium-sized cart is your 64-gallon cart. That will keep the rate the same at $20.93. So that's a good thing, because it gives you an opportunity to recycle more the right way. And then if you choose to keep the larger brown cart, that's fine too. But then the rate goes up $1.25 and it'll be $22.18. But 96 gallons. So you'll see all 3 carts. You might say, wow, that's a lot. Where others might say, oh, that's a little too much. So I think I'll take it down a little and get the smaller cart.
Well, and there's also looking at your neighbors and saying, you know, what kind of citizens are they being, right?
Exactly. Because then you get a chance to see, are my neighbors recycling? Is everybody doing their part? Because, you know, when you really boil down to it, we're looking after the next generation of recyclers. We're protecting our planet the best way that we know how. And San Antonio is doing an amazing job doing that. So 31% is awesome right now. Just 10 years ago, we were only recycling 4%. So that meant 96% of everything we touched got thrown away. So isn't that great? New day.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Okay. Now tell us what you've got here. We've got some really special little items.
We always want to encourage residents to stay hydrated. So when you're doing your walks, you're doing your runs, you're doing your community, even if you're just being nosy and you just wanted to walk down the street to see what the neighbor that always is getting everybody else's business is doing, we give away these little cups just as a reminder to stay hydrated. Of course, reusable bags are always good. Even though we've got a nice recycling program that you can turn your single-use plastic bags into bundles, put them into the size of a soccer ball and toss them into your blue cart so we can recycle from there. But this is still the magical piece, because we give these out just in case residents want to do shopping and they don't want to compete with the plastic bags, and they just want to always bring back. I'm going to get you to hold that for me. little quick demonstration. Families out there, reusable bags. They give you a chance. Let's see. This one was put in pretty tight. Let's see. You wouldn't think something this small was this good, but
That's awesome.
isn't that nice?
That's awesome. That's pretty terrific.
Voila.
There you go.
So you have your recycled bag. So that gives residents a chance to shop and be responsible either way it goes. Even at the end of the day, when they get a chance to recycle their plastic bags, it doesn't mean that you can't still reduce your amount of waste. So.
Right, absolutely. Well, thank you for explaining that program,
Always.
and thanks for explaining how you can decide how much you want to pay.
Great. I'm so glad y'all didn't cut me off at the head. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So
Appreciate
much.
it.
Okay.
The Department of Human Services, the Senior Center specifically. I love the energy that is felt when you come to the center because of the programs that they have. They have dance programs, they have exercise programs, they even teach us how to cook. The Department of Human Services, the Senior Center specifically. I love the energy that is felt when you come to the center because of the programs that they have. They have dance programs, they have exercise programs, they even teach us how to cook.
Okay, and I'm back here now with a resident of District 9 who came out to the open house tonight. And tell me your name.
My name is Elazar Guerra, and I live in District 9.
And why are you here tonight?
I live off of Lock Hill Soma between Blanco and West Avenue. And in that area right there are no sidewalks. And there are, at any given time, you can see a lot of people walking their dogs or riding their bikes or even walking with small children. And I think it's it can get very dangerous when during traffic hours, and there are a lot of cars going up and down. So I think for safety reasons, that should be on there. But also I understand that San Antonio also has an initiative to get people to walk more and instead of using their cars or ride their bikes. So I think that's also another very good opportunity to do that. And then I contacted TCI, I think.
That's their name, yeah.
Last year, I talked with a very nice lady, Mrs. Altman, and I asked her my situation about getting some sidewalks on there. And what she told me is that she sent her engineer out, and I thought it was very nice. She called me back. She was very pleasant, and I was surprised that a senior person would talk to me. So that was nice. But she sent her engineer out, and they looked at that area, and they said that before sidewalks could be put down there, there were some major drainage issues on that area. So I came down here to voice my concern and also give San Antonio an opportunity to do what's right and put at least put it on the budget so we can get some drainage done and also get some sidewalks down for the community.
Well, TCI is here at one of these tables
and
tonight.
I have spoken with Mr. and he was very nice, Mr. Reinhardt, and gave me a lot of information. I filled out a card, and so, that's what.
So you feel like somebody's listening.
Oh yes, absolutely, and everyone here has been very nice. They've spoken with me, and so I have not been felt like I was. My opinion didn't matter. So that was nice.
So one thing is you would go back and encourage your neighbors to add their voices.
Absolutely. One of the things that I've done is we sent out emails asking people to voice their opinion, and that way we can be a collective group as opposed to just one person. But I'll go ahead and certainly in our emails send it to everyone. And I think the next meeting is September 2nd. So I'll let them know so they can come down here and also voice their opinion.
Absolutely. One of the interesting things I found this year was at the beginning of the SA Speak Up process, people came in and said, this is what I think is important, this is what I think is important, and they tallied those numbers up, and overwhelmingly people said they cared about public safety of sidewalks, drainage, and streets, and the city council went back and increased the amount of funding to go to sidewalk, street, and drainage. So by people coming in and saying something, that's heading.
And one of the things I also, just this weekend, I was watching, and to see the number of people on those buddies or those motorized wheelchairs. I was at the corner of Blanco and on San Pedro and Rector, and I saw this man going across the street at 5 o'clock on that, and the road was very bumpy and everything. So I think there is a growing need for sidewalks, and I think it's very important.
So it's not just about walkability, it's about accessibility.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for a lot of people in the community.
Exactly.
Wow. So you came out, you spoke up, and we think it'll make a difference.
Well, I thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. And all you guys come on out and do the same. This is our public duty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was terrific.
All right, we'll see.
Okay.
I'm an officer with the San Antonio Police Department, and I'm currently assigned to the recruiting detail. I absolutely love my career with the San Antonio Police Department, and I love that I can give guidance to others who have an interest in law enforcement. If you love this service or any other service, please let us know. We'd love to hear your voice. This is your chance, San Antonio. Speak up.
Okay, so I'm back here with Kathy from San Antonio Public Library, and one of the things that I recall from back in the 90s is that the San Antonio Public Library had digital resources available to many of us way back in the 90s. I could get online and find information. What's coming in now? This is so much later in 2016 from a technology perspective.
Absolutely. Well, the library's been a provider of technology to the community for many, many years, as you said. And so one of the things we're most proud of is between our 28 locations that we have across the city, we provide over 2.2 million hours of technology use a year. And what that means is folks coming into our technology labs, which we have at each branch, using their own devices with our free Wi-Fi, or also using our public computers and software. So that's a very important service that we offer. So in 2016, we're really focused on expanding our branches. So we're opening 2 new branches, which full embedded technology in both of them. One is the Schaefer Branch Library in District 2, and one is the Petranco Branch Library in District 6. And so both of those will have technology labs, will have digital meeting rooms, free Wi-Fi, and all of the services that you've come to expect from the library. Another thing we're trying to do is, since your library card really is your access pass, your all access pass to library services, is we're trying to make it easier for folks to get their library card. So we're going to be working very hard on a project to allow you to register for your library card online, or renew it online. So you won't even have to come into a library location to get your library card. So that's something that we think will really expand the access to services that we offer. And with your online library card, we hope you'll come see us at the library, but if you choose to use our services from home, you can access all those services in our digital library at our website, which is mysapple.org. So we have things like downloadable ebooks, streaming movies, and music. So those are very popular services that sometimes folks don't realize we have.
That's absolutely terrific. And I have to say, in full disclosure, one of the reasons that you guys are my favorites is that my mother was a librarian, and also Nowcast's offices and world headquarters are in Central Library. So
A wonderful partner to us.
Good friends.
Mhm,
Good
absolutely.
friends. And also there's one more terrific thing out there for any teenagers who are watching. There is an absolutely amazing new teen services area in Central Library that has an awesome amount of technology, including a 3D printer.
That's right. So the Central Library has our teen library on the 3rd floor. We're really excited. We just opened it in May. And there's 2 really special things there. One is that we have a digital studio. It's a recording studio. You can do all kinds of media art projects. And then we have what we're calling our Pop Lab. And that's where our 3D printer is. And so that's much more of a kind of maker space for the teens to get in there and explore using emerging technology. So these are things that you just, most folks don't have access to that at home, and that's what we're here to provide, things that folks don't have access to at home.
Exactly. And fast internet.
That and broadband access. We are all about that.
Okay. Kathy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm the customer service specialist here at the 311 call center. I provide a direct service to the employees here, the customer service reps, any questions they may have. I love helping people, especially my fellow co-workers here, but also get to go out into the community and again enlighten them about what 311 does, different ways to connect with the department, mobile app, online, and also of course calling in. We've had 15 years of service and just being able to interact with the people of San Antonio. If you love this service or another city's service, please let us know. We'd love to hear from you. This is your chance, San Antonio. Speak up.
Okay, so now let's take a step back and look at what the budget contains in this video produced by the City of San Antonio.
Hello, I'm City Manager Cheryl Scully. The fiscal year 2016 proposed budget is $2.5 billion and reflects policy direction from the Mayor and City Council and valuable input from residents on the community's priorities. The proposed budget reduces the city's property tax rate, increases our investment in streets, sidewalks, and drainage, and maintains the public safety budget within 66% of the general fund. Over the next few weeks, with valuable input from the community, the City Council will carefully consider the proposed budget before its adoption on September 10th. We appreciate your interest in the fiscal year 2016 budget and for your shared commitment to making San Antonio a diverse, dynamic, and healthy community for you and your family.
We asked you to speak up, San Antonio, and you did. In meetups and online, you told us what was important to you.
I love that I don't have to wait forever at a stoplight.
I really appreciate the Learn at Chapel Library service because it meets my direct needs.
Truly both code enforcement and code compliance.
I love knowing that the plants and the trees that we plant are going to be around for generations to come.
The City of San Antonio's fiscal year 2016 proposed budget reflects a community that prioritizes lower property tax rates, better streets and sidewalks, and an affordable balance between public safety and other priorities such as parks, libraries, animal care, and human services. The proposed budget makes a big investment in your streets.
As our population continues to grow, we will have to be able to move a larger population from point A to point B.
$23 million is added for street maintenance, increasing the streets budget from $41 million to $64 million. $10 million more is added for sidewalk improvements. An additional $12 million is proposed in new drainage improvements to reduce flooding across San Antonio. The proposed budget includes funding for the operation of 2 new senior centers, 2 new libraries, and a new spay and neuter surgery clinic to help reduce the number of stray animals in the city and increase adoptions.
Animal Care Services helps pets find homes.
Funding for the maintenance and security of new greenways and parks completed through the 2012 bond program is also included.
We see kids and adults out playing together all the time.
All of this is proposed while also reducing the city's property tax rate, saving taxpayers $6.1 million next year. By far, the biggest portion of the general fund budget is public safety. The proposed budget keeps public safety spending below 66% of the general fund. Funds are added for new body cameras, updated technology, and equipment for police officers and firefighters. And several dozen new firefighters and police officers will be hired to serve the area formerly known as City South. Before the budget goes to the City Council for approval on September 10th, we want to hear from you. Please join us for one of our 5 open house nights and let us know what you think. And for the first time, if you can't actually make it to the open house, you can stop in virtually through your computer or smartphone. Visit www.saspeakup.com or join the social conversation with hashtag #SASpeakUp. San Antonio, thank you for speaking up.
Okay, so I'm here with Art Reinhardt, who is with the department whose name is a little bit complicated and makes people confused. Tell me about the name of the department.
Sure, we're the Transportation and Capital Improvements Department, better known as TCI.
TCI, and that's from combining a couple of departments.
Right. A couple years ago, we combined the Public Works Department as well as our Capital Improvement Management Services Department to form a new department with the emphasis on transportation planning.
And transportation planning, what's kind of interesting to me is that involves, starts with potholes, right? I mean, it's the streets.
Right. It's one of our basic services that we do provide. We actually provide a 48-hour response time to all pothole inquiries. So
I think that's pretty amazing. I mean, that people can say, here's a pothole, and it's gone within 48 hours.
Right. We're looking at doing more next year, going up from about 29,000 pothole repairs to about 34,000 planned for next year.
Wow. Okay, so then we start with the potholes, and then we get to an even broader thing. We had a comment from Tina on Facebook yesterday about mass transit. So tell me about the role of SA Tomorrow in planning for mass transit.
Okay, sure. So for SA Tomorrow, the city, we're doing a multimodal transportation plan. And although the city doesn't own and operate our mass transit facilities, we do partner with VIA on that. So one thing we're looking very closely at is from a land use planning perspective. And we're identifying top corridors that would be priority corridors for mass transit, and also looking at developing short-term and long-term capital improvement projects to account for those corridors.
So, yeah, I mean, you don't own VIA, although VIA has representatives from City Council and stuff on it, but the city has to help make sure that it's possible for VIA and other forms of transportation to exist.
Right. That's one of the things is working very closely with our partners, including VIA as well as TxDOT and others, to identify those transit opportunities, not just more buses, but maybe sidewalk or bicycles as well.
Oh, sidewalks and bicycles as well. Okay, so that's part of it. I mean, it's a very much, you said multimodal.
Right, it's a comprehensive plan. Yeah.
Okay. So trying to envision how people might, I mean, we're talking about 1 million more people, right? So how those folks might need it, and what corridors you need to start working on now to make sure those things are ready for the future so that people can use transportation effectively, right, and efficiently, and not be stuck in it.
Right. One of the very first steps working with our planning department is looking at different growth centers. There's about a dozen of those citywide, and looking at where we project the population from a business as well as a home perspective, and identifying transit opportunities for that.
And so people can find some information about that at SA Tomorrow, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. There's another big question that seems to be on everybody's mind, and perhaps it was because this was a particularly rainy spring, but how is the city addressing drainage questions? Sure.
So a couple different things we're looking at doing. We're increasing our services this year. We're programming more drainage projects this year, about $5 million more of drainage projects this year, as well as increasing our street sweeping and mowing. And those things, some people may not think drainage, but what our mowing does on our channel is it allows us to ensure better conveyance through the system. And our street sweeping is actually there from a water quality perspective to capture those pollutants and pick them up before they get into our creekways.
I had no idea. I was like, what are these street sweepers doing?
Right.
But we hear all the time about the things that are left on lawns and how that goes down into our rivers. So the things that are left on streets can be just as bad.
Exactly. And we're also working internally. We manage all of the 2012 bond projects, so we're making great progress on those. And we had within that about $130 million worth of drainage projects.
Oh, so, right. I remember some terrifically large projects,
yes.
and some of which are still in the works, right?
Correct.
Right, and some still to come.
Yes.
So what's big and still out there?
Well, right now what we've done is we've done a great job of getting through the planning process and the design, and we're starting to move into the construction phase on a lot of those projects. So that's coming. Then we're starting to plan for the 2017 bond as well.
Right. Okay. Wow. Lots of big things going on, starting out with little potholes and into great big drainage. Right.
So,
okay.
great.
Thank you for explaining all that.
Sure thing. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
I really appreciate the Learn at Sapo Library Service because it meets my direct needs. I need to use the internet a lot to learn how to make a resume and how to do applications for jobs and stuff. So they really help me with that. I love it because I know that there are people here that can help me if I get stuck with something. I know that they will be here when I have a question on anything, and I can see that they're making a difference in people's lives.
Truly both code enforcement and code compliance. It really is important that we have enforcement of those things because it's actually what actually makes a neighborhood appear attractive.
I'm a police officer for the City of San Antonio. I work at the SAFE unit, which is an acronym for San Antonio Fear-Free Environment. I love my job because not only am I a patrol officer, I'm able to go ahead and do a different variety of jobs, ranging from graffiti cleanup, going to career days, McGruff. We also do directed patrol on bicycles. We're the community outreach program for the department. If you love this service or another city service, please let us know. We'd love to hear your voice. This is your chance, San Antonio. Speak up.
Okay, so I'm here with Chuck.
Chuck Saxer.
And Chuck, you're with a neighborhood association, right?
I'm with Northside Neighborhoods for Organized Development. Okay. NOD is what we're referred to. And what it is it's a conglomeration of many different neighborhoods in the north side of town.
Oh, wow. And primarily in one of these districts, one of these council districts?
Well, right now our members are limited to Districts 8 and District 9, but we've had members from other districts too in town.
Okay. Well, it's terrific to see you out here, and tell me about this. I think you've been to some previous budget hearings in the past, right?
Yes, I've been following Maria and the budget process for many years now.
And so this is a different lineup. Tell me what you think of it and what you're going to report back to your neighborhood association folks.
Well, I really like this scenario. I do miss, other than the politicians talking, but it is an opportunity to take and chat one-on-one with important city staff and to get your views known. an opportunity to share with them what your thoughts are.
And did you come out here with anything particular in mind to talk to them about?
Well, I have, all of the departments are very important to me, all the city departments, and been very involved in all of those processes. But there's one that is near and dear to my heart, and that is the Parks Department.
And so you have another role there as well, right?
Well, yes, I'm Vice President of Phil Harberger Park Conservancy.
There you go.
And so I have a special place in my heart for Phil Harberger Park, and encourage everyone to come and enjoy this wonderful place and to support it as much as you can in every fashion possible.
And the Parks Department is here, and the Parks Department is talking about all sorts of terrific things going on in the future.
We have programs on a regular basis. We always have a program on the first, the third, and the fourth Saturday of every month that has both an adult component to it and a youth component to it. We also have classes for youth that are conducted throughout the week. We have other programs that take place under the physical fitness aspects of the Park and Recreation Department, and there are a lot of different organizations that use the park facilities to support their programs, from small youth soccer training to balloon fests and other things of that nature.
And small and large dogs.
We have two dog parks. We have both of them have a small dog park and a large dog park. So if your dog is intimidated by larger dogs, why we have a place for them.
We have a large dog who's intimidated by our small dog. I don't know.
I think we can manage that too.
Okay. Chuck, thank you so much for taking the time. I mean, and this is an absolutely terrific place. I always enjoy the excuse to come out here.
Well, thank you. And unfortunately, see, I could talk for probably 2 or 3 hours about the park.
Well, and people can find videos of Harberger Park on Nowcast SA, because we're out here whenever we can and take wonderful videos from everything from the dog park to, we have one about the land bridge proposal.
Yeah, one about the land bridge proposal. Yes, there on YouTube there's one that is about the land bridge and Phil Harberger Park.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you
very much. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, and so that's all for tonight at this last of the open houses in the community. But there's one more opportunity for you to still speak up, and that's September 2nd. So make sure that your voice is heard. Good night.